So you're thinking about moving to Ann Arbor, Michigan. Well, you might have heard that Ann Arbor is ranked amongst the top cities to live here in Michigan, and it's absolutely true. So the question is what makes Ann Arbor so great? What are some of the things that Ann Arbor has to offer that other cities don't? Well, in this video, we're covering all that and more, so stick around because we're getting after it right now. Hey, what's going on, you guys? If we're meeting here for the first time, my name is Meldrum. I make videos just like this about all things Metro Detroit, talk about what it's like to live here, work here, play here, and yes, the sunshine and the snow and everything in between. I'm also a licensed real estate professional, and I've helped hundreds of people just like you buy, sell, relocate, and invest here in the Metro Detroit market and make better decisions when doing so. So whether you're making a move here in 1 month or 1 year from now, go ahead and give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. I've even got my Calendly link down below, which is our favorite. You can schedule a Zoom call with us. We'll take you through the city in our eyes, pull up Google Maps, and match you up with the ideal lifestyle based on what you're going for. So if this information is helpful, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, tap that little bell so you're the first to learn about the current market right here in Metro Detroit, and every time we put out a new video just like this. Ann Arbor is unlike a lot of the major cities here in Metro Detroit, and when you start stacking up some pros and cons versus Ann Arbor and some other cities, you start seeing a lot of unique differences, and it really comes down to quality of life and the lifestyle that you're ultimately going for. So when you start looking at the details of what makes Ann Arbor such a great place to live, it starts standing out a little bit more and more from other major cities. So let's dive in. All right, so the first up on the list are the attractions here in Ann Arbor. Now, if you've been sleeping under a rock, the University of Michigan is a huge presence here in Ann Arbor. Now, this ties in with the culture, the education. So naturally with the university, there's so many things going on, so many events. There's so many things for outsiders to do. So whether you're living here or going to the university, you can still attend all of these events. You know, they put on plays, they put on concerts in the auditorium. And then in addition to that, if you're into sports, the University of Michigan, you can't go without seeing a football game. You got to get into the big house and just at least experience it. I mean, it's one of the most incredible things. And then in addition to football, you know, that's a staple, but basketball games, field hockey, volleyball, like you can go check those out as well. And you're not too far from Detroit either. So if you wanted to hop over and check out a Red Wings game or a Pistons game or a Tigers game, you can do all that as well. The other major attraction in Ann Arbor is all of the outdoor activities. There's tons of parks, there's tons of places to just go kind of have some free space, walk around. You can go over to Nichols Arboretum. That's a great place. The botanical gardens people rave about, and you should definitely go check it out. So the outdoors provide a great lifestyle, and it's one of the major attractions why so many people love living here. All right, so next up on the list is the real estate market. One of my favorite topics, no surprise. But the real estate market can be a little bit more competitive here in Ann Arbor. And I'm telling you this because I don't want to deter you from moving to Ann Arbor, but I just want to set your expectations. So the average price point in Ann Arbor starts right around $425,000. So price points can vary per neighborhood. You know, some neighborhoods don't even start until $500,000-$600,000. Some neighborhoods start with $800,000 on up. All right, it just depends on where you want to be and the lifestyle you want to go to. I always say Ann Arbor is a 20-minute town. You can get anywhere in 20 minutes, but depending on what you want to be close to, you know, that can make a big decision in what neighborhoods or what subdivisions you are focusing on for your home search. So the next thing you need to know before moving to Ann Arbor is the cost of living here. What are you going to be looking at for utilities? You know, if you're looking at your electric bill, it's going to be right around $50 to $100. For your gas bill, looking right around $50 to $150 depending on the season. And if you're in the city, you're going to, of course, have water and sewer. That's going to run you anywhere from $50 to $125 a month, depending on how much you're using. If you got a big family and you're taking a lot of showers, hey, your water bill is going to be higher. That's just a fact. The city also has a great public transportation system, so you don't necessarily need a car here if you don't want one. You know, so that's something you can save on if you're looking at being close to downtown or just around the city. The bus system runs pretty much everywhere. You have a lot of bike lanes as well. Ann Arbor has a zero emission initiative, and they're trying to bring, you know, a lot more bike lanes, autonomous vehicles, you know, just ride sharing things to the city. And this is just one of the major things that Ann Arbor has going for it. You know, that's something that Ann Arbor has been fighting with. So they're moving into a direction to lower, you know, the amount of traffic down there and give some alternative ways to get around. All right, so next up, before you move to Ann Arbor, what you need to know is about the job market here in Ann Arbor. So the Ann Arbor job market is hot, hot, hot. I mean, there is tons of companies that are hiring, anywhere from startups to the University of Michigan, the healthcare systems. Remember, you got the University of Michigan healthcare system, you got Trinity healthcare system, and then you got a VA hospital, all here in Ann Arbor. And then nearby in Ypsilanti, you also have Eastern Michigan University. So when you're looking at the job market here in Ann Arbor, the big industries are healthcare and automotive. So the automotive industry is not like what you would see in Metro Detroit in Ann Arbor, not a lot of manufacturing. These are the higher paying jobs. You know, electrical engineers are becoming high in demand. Mechanical engineers are becoming high in demand to, you know, redo the layout for the entire vehicle to fit all these batteries and the weight distribution. So there's a lot more jobs that are being created, and it's more on the technical side. The automotive industry, the healthcare industry, two huge big pulls here in Ann Arbor, ties with Detroit and also San Francisco, and a lot of other major connections with, you know, tech hubs around the US. All right, so the next thing you need to know about Ann Arbor is all about the education system. I mean, I think Ann Arbor is probably one of the most highly educated cities in Michigan. There's tons of people with higher education, anywhere from bachelor's, PhDs, doctorants, you know, all of these things come out of the University of Michigan, and we're attracting some pretty top talent, you know, through the job market as well. So the University of Michigan has some pretty high education degrees like computer science, mechanical engineering. You know, the School for Mechanical Engineering is ranked one of the top engineering schools in the country. And then you also have the public school system here in Ann Arbor, which people rave about. It's also ranked amongst the top public school system here in Michigan. And if you're somebody looking to move here for the school system, you know, definitely reach out. We got resources down below. Good one is greatschools.com. You know, you can look up all the school rankings, look up, you know, specific things. There's reviews on there. A lot of our clients that we get calls from day in and day out, they are calling saying, hey, I want to send my kids to Burns Park. You know, we're looking in that neighborhood and we'd love for your help, you know, on finding and securing a property, because that school system is one of the top ones that we have on our list. And the last thing you need to know before moving to Ann Arbor is that Ann Arbor is a foodie town. I'm telling you right now, the food here is off the chain. You know, with so many people coming in from around the world, you know, the food has really taken a really diverse spin, and they've started doing a lot of fusion food. They have a lot of Asian food, a lot of Indian food. There's even Ethiopian food, you know, so you can pretty much find any obscure food, and there's markets here as well. So if you're looking to, you know, do some grocery shopping specifically for, you know, a certain culture, they definitely have a lot of those grocery stores here as well. So the food here, I'm telling you, you got to check out some of my favorites. Frita Batitas, you know, they have a great Cuban style burger, and you cannot miss going to Zingerman's. Zingerman's is also one of the largest employers here in Ann Arbor, but they make some of the best deli sandwiches. I mean, you can go get a Reuben. It's probably like this thick. I mean, my wife and I split them when we go there because I can't eat the whole thing, or you're taking it home and you're going to have it for dinner as well. But you definitely should check out all the restaurants. I mean, you could go out to eat every day of the week and still not hit all the restaurants. And oh, by the way, if you're looking for some great tacos, go to Isalitas on Liberty. Isalitas is one of the best. I love their tacos, and it's really tapa style. So you can go in with a group of friends, you know, get a little bit of everything, share, and grab some margaritas, and that is a great night out. All right, so overall, Ann Arbor, you can tell, is a great place to live for a lot of these major regions. You got the attractions, you got the job market, you got the education, you got the food scene. There's so much that Ann Arbor has to offer and more. So if you have any questions about this, drop those in the comments below. So thanks for sticking around, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see some other videos about all things Metro Detroit, go check out the rest of these videos on our channel, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.